Welcome to Rockingham. We're here to investigate pickup truck racing. Do you know what that is? Find out more.
This is Overdrive.
Rockingham is the UK's newest racing circuit, which has just celebrated its 10th birthday. It's most famous for its American-style oval, and we're here to see the only championship that currently uses it, the pickup trucks. Rosemary's trackside with championship commentator Richard John Neal.
Richard, I hear you're going to tell us a bit about the history of pickup truck racing.
Yeah, that's right. I was lucky enough to start my involvement with circuit racing actually with the pickups when they came up part of the Eurocar package originally back in '97, which is when Sonny started them. They were all right-hand drive then, all pretty normal stuff. Sonny wanted to bring a formula over to Europe which was akin to the NASCAR Craftsman trucks that race in America. And we've got a very healthy short oval racing scene here in the UK, and I think Sonny felt that a lot of the drivers that race on the small ovals would ultimately like to race on a big oval. He knew that Rockingham was going to be built, so that was the idea of the trucks. It was a product that would attract drivers that wanted to do big oval racing, that would come and race here, but that wanted to race in something that was great fun to do.
Of course, these pickups have never been used to pick anything up. They're all thoroughbred racing machines. Paul has caught up with an expert in the pits.
Here we are with one of the pickup trucks from the Pickup Truck Racing Series, and here to tell us something about it is Chris Baker, the chief related. Chris, this looks like a standard Ford Ranger. It's like standard. It's not, is it?
No, this is one of the two body styles that we run. There's this style that looks like a Ford Ranger, but there's also, we run a GM Zuzu version as well, both of which are the same vehicle, but the front panel work is different. Inside, of course, we have slightly different arrangement with engines. It's definitely not a Ford Ranger engine. In this particular one, it's a Vauxhall engine. The GM engine is put together with a fuel injection system and our own engine management system to ensure that the series runs equally even throughout. The other engine that's available to us is a Duratec engine, the Ford Duratec engine. Equally, we have that set up to run as equally as possible with this vehicle as well. So both of the vehicles run very similarly in power and in short.
You mentioned to me earlier about success balance for races.
Right, the championship runs a success balance system where at the end of a race, at the end of every race, the winning teams are issued with ballast. 30 kilos for the first place, 20 kilos for the second, and 10 kilos for the third. This has to be put in between races. So that means the team has got, it's definitely a team race because the team have then got to set the vehicle up again, ready to go for the next event, which can be as little as 2 hours or 3 hours later.
Can you tell us about the safety of the pickup trucks?
Okay, well the truck is built as a space frame chassis, completely built from ground tube. The whole system, the whole vehicle is set up with this the structure. It is part of a structure that's a part of the roll system, the roll cage system inside. As alongside you can see the rollover bars at the back and everything else. Alongside that we do fit in the high seats that will actually work against in the oval, the steel seats or aluminium seats that are rigidly fixed to the body of the vehicle. And also, as you can see, side protection, a big steel side protection plate for if there's any kind of problem with side intrusion from the vehicle. Because we're running a composite body, then the door panels, we just need to be sure that any kind of intrusion there doesn't get to the driver. You'll also find a number of the drivers have got leg protection inside to make sure that any intrusion that's coming from anywhere else in the car is actually contained so it doesn't damage the drivers. Our drivers also run, at all times we run with a spotter system, particularly at Rockingham. The spotter is the guy that's actually telling the driver what's around him, so he can't see very well immediately what's immediately alongside the vehicle. So we do run with a spotter. The spotter sits right at the top of the grandstand and is in radio contact with the driver at all times. That spotter's telling the driver where to go, where not to go, who's close proximity to him, what's going on around him, and the spotter is actually telling the driver what he can do and what he can't do at all times. Really a very unique in the motorsport industry that we are actually one of the only people that are allowed to run that at all race motors.
The racing is often fast and close, with each truck having similar amounts of power to each other, sometimes running quite literally bumper to bumper around the many tracks that the trucks visit throughout the year. Rosie has caught up with one of the drivers, Lee Rogers.
So Lee, have you always been into pickup truck racing?
No, before this we did a couple other things. We were into stock rods for a season or two. We did hot rods for a long time from around the West Country, so it was definitely a bit of a step up for us.
So how did you get into it?
It was my stupid brother's idea. I remember saying no quite clearly, and he kept pushing and making me come watch him, and in the end we ended up going to buy one, and I didn't speak to him all the way home because I couldn't believe how I said no all the way through. He's still ended up. I think it's turned out for the better anyway.
So do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's like any motorsport. It's got its frustrating times, but it does have its rewarding times as well. So, yeah, the racing's top notch.
Do you see this as your permanent fixture now, or you're going to be moving in and out of the motorsports as well?
Once you've done pickup trucks and you've had the privilege of racing on circuits like many other classes, but also had the chance to race around here on the oval, that's something else to get around here with decent rating laps. And racing in packs, very similar to the NASCAR teams and stuff like that. It's definitely something that's very hard to give up.
I can imagine. And I imagine that having spent so much time not wanting to do this and refusing to, you tend to make up all that time by doing all of this.
Yeah, it wasn't such a case of not wanting to do it. It was finding it was such a big step from what I've done previously to find the funds to be able to get us up into this level and purchase the car and get us anywhere near the level of that.
Thank you so much, Lee, for the conversation and have your seat. I'm not entirely sure. But thank you for the chat. All the best with this.
Okay.
Fixing your gearbox.
Not a problem.
Thank you. That's it for us at Overdrive today. Keep watching our website, see our updates, and we shall see you in the next episode.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.